Hey, what's up guys? In this video, I'm reviewing the Xiaomi 12T Pro smartphone. Xiaomi has always been about giving you high-end specs without breaking the bank, and the 12T Pro might just be one of the most ambitious devices they have ever launched. But does it live up to the hype? Let's find out. Also, the link to the smartphone will be included in the video description below. Now, let's start with design and build quality. The Xiaomi 12T Pro looks clean and refined, but it's not trying to be flashy. It comes with a matte glass bag that feels soft to the touch and doesn't pick up fingerprints too easily. The camera bump is a bit pronounced, expected when you are packing a 200 megapixel sensor, but is balanced enough not to make the phone wobble like crazy on flat surfaces. The sides are made of plastic, which might disappoint some premium phone hunters, but the build quality still feels solid and comfortable. It's slim, lightweight at around 205 grams, and it has a nice curvature to the back that makes it easy to hold for long stretches. You got Gorilla Glass 5 on the front, and while there's no official IP68 rating, the device does have some splash resistance, so it will survive light rain or accidental spills. Now let's talk about display. The Xiaomi 12T Pro comes with a 6.67-inch AMOLED display that boasts a resolution of 2712 by 1220 pixels, which is slightly sharper than your usual Full HD Plus, but not quite QHD. Honestly, it's a sweet spot. It's bright, colorful, and incredibly responsive. It supports a 120Hz refresh rate with adaptive sync, so it automatically adjusts depending on what you're doing to save battery. Whether you're scrolling through social media or gaming, the experience feels ultra smooth. There is also support for HDR10 Plus and Dolby Vision, so watching content on Netflix or YouTube looks rich, punchy, and cinematic. Peak brightness hits around 900 nits, which is more than enough for good visibility even under direct sunlight. It's not the brightest display on the market, but it's very good for the price. The Xiaomi 12T Pro is powered by the Snapdragon 8 Plus Generation 1 processor, and let me tell you, it flies. Apps open instantly, multitasking is buttery smooth, and even the most graphics-heavy games like Genshin Impact and Call of Duty Mobile run at max settings with no stutter. You can get it in configurations of 8GB or 12GB of RAM with either 128GB or 256GB of storage. There is no micro SD slot, so choose your storage option wisely. Thermals are solid thanks to Xiaomi's new vapor chamber cooling system. It keeps the phone cool under pressure, though during extended gaming sessions you'll feel a bit of warmth around the camera module, but nothing alarming. By the way, prices on the smartphone update almost weekly with sales and other general price drops, so if you want to find the most updated information, simply check out the video description and you'll find the latest prices. And of course, if you find this video helpful, please like this video and subscribe my channel. The Xiaomi 12T Pro runs MIUI 13 based on Android 12 out of the box, with updates to MIUI 14 and Android 13 already rolling out in many regions. Now, MIUI is a bit of a love it or hate it situation. On the plus side, it's feature-rich, customizable, and fast. You get floating windows, second space, themes, and deep battery optimization tools. However, it still comes with some pre-installed bloatware, and notifications can be inconsistent at times. It's gotten better, but there is still room for refinement. Xiaomi does promise 3 years of major Android updates and 4 years of security patches, which is pretty competitive for this price point. Now for the headliner, the camera. The Xiaomi 12T Pro rocks a 200 megapixel Samsung sensor. That's right, 200 megapixels. It uses pixel binding to combine 16 pixels into one, delivering 12.5 megapixel shots by default with better light sensitivity. In daylight, images are incredibly sharp with lots of detail and vibrant colors. It handles dynamic range well, especially in HDR mode. If you want, you can shoot in a full 200 megapixel mode, but those files are massive and really are only useful if you plan to crop heavily or print huge photos. Low light performance is surprisingly good. The night mode is aggressive in a good way, bringing out more detail without turning scenes into artificial looking images. The main sensor handles shadows and highlights gracefully. The ultra-wide lens is 8 megapixels, not mind-blowing, but it gets the job done. The 2 megapixel macro camera honestly is more of a filler and doesn't add much value. On the front you got a 20 megapixel selfie camera that takes clean, well-exposed shots in most lighting conditions. It supports portrait mode and beautification options that work well without going overboard. When it comes to video, the Xiaomi 12T Pro supports 8K at 24 fps, 4K at 60 fps, and includes optical image stabilization for the main sensor. 4K videos look sharp, detailed, and stable. The stabilization works very well for handheld shooting. You also get some creative modes like vlog mode, clone video, and dual video recording, which are fun for social media content. The front camera supports 1080p video, and it looks crisp for vlogging or video calls. The audio setup is excellent. You get dual stereo speakers tuned by Harman Kardon and Dolby Atmos support. This sound is loud, clear, and has a surprising amount of depth. Whether you're watching a movie or playing games, the audio immerses you. The haptic feedback is precise and strong, not quite at the level of the iPhone or Pixel, but way better than average in this price category. Battery life is another big win here. The Xiaomi 12T Pro packs a 5000 mAh battery that easily lasts a full day even with heavy use. You're looking at around 7 to 8 hours of screen on time depending on your usage patterns. But the real kicker is the charging. You get a 120 watt charger in the box. Yes, it's in the box, and it charges the phone from 0 to 100% in just about 20 minutes. That's a total game changer if you're always on the go. There's no wireless charging here, and that's probably the only thing that reminds you this isn't a $1,000 phone. But for many users, 120 watt wired charging more than makes up for it. Now, you got 5G support, Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.2, NFC, and an IR blaster, something Xiaomi still includes and a lot of people still love for controlling TVs and air conditioners. There's no headphone jack, which is expected at this point, but the phone does come with a USB-C to 3.5mm adapter in some regions. The under-display fingerprint sensor is fast and accurate, and you also get Face Unlock as a backup method. Both work well and feel very reliable. Now let's get into the price and competition. The Xiaomi 12T Pro launched at around $750, but depending on your region and promotions, you can often find it for less. At that price, it's going up against big names like the OnePlus 11, Pixel 7, and even last year's Galaxy S22. But here's the thing, none of those offer a 200 megapixel camera, 120 watt fast charging, or a Snapdragon 8 Plus Generation 1 chip for the same price. Xiaomi is undercutting the competition by offering hardware that punches way above its weight class. So is the Xiaomi 12T Pro worth it? Absolutely. If you're looking for flagship level performance without the flagship price, it's not perfect, no wireless charging, MI/UI quirks, and a slightly average ultrawide and macro lens, but the pros massively outweigh the cons. You get an incredible display, top-tier performance, excellent main camera, insane charging speeds, and a design that feels premium without being too flashy. For most users, this phone delivers everything you need and then some. Let me know in the comments, guys, are you planning to pick up this smartphone or are you going to stick with what you already have? That's it for this video, guys. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel if this video is helpful, and make sure to check out the description for links to find the most up-to-date pricing on this smartphone. See you in the next one.